busted-up teardrop spotlight hangs down the side of the driver's door. The man climbs from his Mini and glances at the Caprice with mild interest, but before he can cross the street, he's startled by a blast from a train's air horn. About 40 passenger trains come through New London each day, and 2/3 stop. Amtrak's Northeast Regional and the Acela Express, as well as a commuter line between New London and New Haven. And each blasts its horn. As if in response, the Mini goes beep beep as the locks click shut, and the man continues across the street to a shoe repair shop. The Greek shop owner has been there for more than 30 years and prefers to be called a cobbler. The man is on his way to pick up a pair of shoes, new soles, heels, and a good polishing for his black Bruno Magli slip-ons. A rush job because he only took them in on Saturday. The shoes were a gift from his older brother Vasco. Actually, they're hand-me-downs that Vasco found too tight. Vasco has rich tastes, and over the years his brother has benefited. Another item taken from Vasco is a purposeful stride, leaning forward and walking quickly, which, when a teenager, our friend liked enough to copy, and which makes any destination seem the only one possible. The man's name is Conor Raposo, though his Portuguese parents baptized him Juan Carlos, and into his late teens everyone called him Zeco. But just before college he decided he needed a new identity and changed his name to Conor. He's in his mid-20s, thin, 6 feet tall, straight nose, chestnut eyes, moderately handsome, black hair that grazes the collar of his jacket, though if we were really looking down from a cherry picker, we might see an incipient bald spot, which in 20 years, if he lives that long, will overspread his dome. Besides his purposeful walk, he has a purposeful face. Conor will appear somber even when telling a joke, but his expression derives from the shyness he felt as a kid. It discouraged people from talking to him. You know that bromide, "He's laughing on the outside but crying on the inside"? Conor's just the opposite. Unlike the pasty winter faces of others on Bank Street, Conor's face is tanned, which is no surprise since he left San Diego a week ago, and yesterday, dropping off his shoes, was his first visit to New London. What else? He wears jeans, running shoes, and a brown leather jacket he's had since college. But to move along, Conor has given the elderly cobbler his claim ticket, and the cobbler has held up the black Bruno Maglis for Conor's inspection. He sets them on the counter, where they glisten like anthracite. The leather soles are a change for Conor. Usually he wears soft, rubber-soled shoes, and he walks as softly as a wink. Whether to sneak towards something or sneak away, he can't be sure. The cobbler counts out a fistful of $1 bills, Conor's change, while apologizing for having nothing bigger. "You want the bag?" The cobbler has great tufts of hair sprouting from his ears, woolly entanglements to snatch the oncoming words one by one. "Never mind, my car is right across the street." He stuffs the bills into his jacket pocket. A sound grows audible, a distant purr which leads the cobbler to shake his head. "The first of the season, just like Robin's." Then, seeing Conor's blank expression, he adds, "Harleys. Spring, summer, and fall, they come roaring past." The distant purr changes to a low rumble that increases in volume and reverberates off the stone buildings. It's an intrusion that loosens the mind from previous thoughts. Indignant seagulls flap away toward the water. "We have noise restrictions in California." Conor had a noisy Harley in college and loved it. "Can't you make a complaint?" Before the cobbler can answer, the Harley flashes by, twin headlights, a blur of candy orange, stinger wheels, Tommy gun pipes, lots of chrome, a growl like a brontosaurus. It's a snapshot shooting past the window. The plate glass shivers. Then everything gets faster yet. The roar of a second motor rises above the roar of the Harley. A woman screams, a squeal of rubber to make Conor brace himself. Next comes a packed combination of noises, a collision of metal against metal, a wrenching shriek, glass breaking, the crunch and clatter of hundreds of little bits scattered across the pavement. A window shatters, and hidden within the variations of smash is the sound of a speeding biker striking an immovable object. Conor hurries to the sidewalk. A large green dump truck has backed out of an alley and across Bank Street, ramming a parked BMW.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.